Okay, welcome to the next exercise. We're working on exercise 9, adding captions. What we're doing here is we're working on the cafe gallery. So the cafe has a assortment of beverages, teas, coffees, and bubble tea. And basically, the first picture has a caption underneath it that tells the website visitor what's in the picture. And our job here is to add the captions for the other pictures. Very easy. If you want to take it further, there's a challenge to go over to fullmenu.html and create the page that shows the full menu for the cafe. I would totally offer extra credit if you're one of my students for this. Please take on the challenge if you feel you're up for it. Let's go ahead and get started. If you run the code as I like to do at the beginning, you'll see what we're starting with. Open this up in a new window. It's way easier to view. So as you can see, we got the tea caption, but our coffee and our, what was the third one? I missed that in the exercise. Oh, bubble tea. All right, so I was going to say boba. That was pretty close. So boba, we want to put in a caption underneath, and let's go ahead and see the model that's created the tea one. Just like the previous exercise for the shoe shop, we can totally use what we have to finish up the last two images we have. Okay, so I noticed that if I look over, I can see that the first image is set to take up 3 columns, so it's the smallest one, or it's small. It's taking up only 3 columns, and I'm only pointing that out because when I first loaded this, I noticed that the center here was a lot larger, and I can see that's corresponding to exactly what's set up in the code, which is the second image taking up 6 columns. All right, so remember again, you have 12 columns to work with in a Bootstrap grid, and you can lay out the content however you'd like. Here they decided to go with a 363, so maybe coffees is what they want to highlight. Maybe that's the main product. Again, this isn't really the point of the exercise. Let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing. I'm losing focus here. All right, so underneath the image, I can see above that there's another div that has the caption class. So this is a new Bootstrap component. And inside of that div, there's a H3 with the text center class. So these are pre-made classes. This is telling the browser this is an image caption. It should go under the image. And this is telling the browser to center the text. Okay, so I'm basically going to use this model. Okay, you can just to make things quicker, I'm just going to, copy what I have here, but feel free to type this out if you're getting some exercise, which I do suggest doing to really get this to sink in. But here we're just going to quickly plop that in, and I'm going to change this to coffee. And I'm tabbing in to keep my code clean and readable. Notice that our files are getting quite larger, and the neater you keep your code, the easier it'll be to debug later. And just a good habit to get into as a programmer. All right, so bubble tea. If I save this and refresh it, hopefully I got my other captions, and perfect. That wraps up this exercise. So very easy. Again, the point of these CSS classes is you don't have to go into a style sheet and do any sort of styling like text or align center or anything like that. You basically just use the pre-made classes, and Bootstrap takes care of the styling for you. All right. If you're up for the challenge, you can head over to the full menu HTML and use your creativity to fill out the entire menu for the cafe. Very nice work. Any questions, please let me know. Keep it up.